Hey everybody, this is another edition of Wow Makers, and I have not only a wow maker, but one of the best girl power examples we have. We have Inez Rivas Hutchins. She owns her own company, Intech, and I wanted to bring her in and talk because I think she has such a great story and inspiration for everybody, but especially women. So Inez, you own a construction company. Mm-hmm. So you, a woman, have a company that is mostly male-dominated, and you've been very successful. So why construction? Of all the industries you could have started a company, why construction?
My background was in architecture. I had gone to college in Venezuela for architecture. And when I moved to the United States, I started working for a builder. He needed some help, and I was just working in the office, and I started getting into scheduling, budgets, and being on the job sites with all these subcontractors, and you know when you put that perfect pair of shoes that you just say, I'm very good at this. This fits, it fits great. It feels really good. And from that moment on, I knew that I wanted to stay in the industry, and I started learning more about what positions were available. So I moved into project management, and that's what got me into Paducah. And I loved it. And I love every part of construction, from the very beginning to the very end when you're done and you're like, whew, got it.
And most of your work, I don't know if it's all of your work, but much of your work is government work, military bases. Is that right?
That's correct.
So,
yes.
So what's that experience like? Do you love that?
It actually is fantastic. Working for the government has a lot of challenges. There are a lot of challenges that come with that, but they are a great client. It's a great client because he has a lot of money. So we have ongoing work all the time. We have what is called a MATOC. These are 5-year contracts at Fort Campbell currently. We have other contracts with the Corps of Engineers out of Louisville, out of Nashville. But we work always working on some infrastructure at Fort Campbell, for example, and we are bettering the lives of our military, of our Army. So we're very proud of the work we do there.
Well, when you think about that too, because you travel some and you have 2 children, mm-hmm. So how do you balance it all?
So I used to travel all the time when I was a project manager with different companies, but once I started my own, we really concentrated in the region, and we're capitalizing on the projects that we have here. And I haven't been traveling as much in the last few years, which is good and bad. I love traveling.
Yes.
I used to, travel all over the United States, Japan, Guam. We did great work. Hawaii, Alaska. I remember doing work up there. So there is good and bad that comes with traveling, because yes, you miss the kids and you rely on other people to take care of your kids, and there's sometimes a little guilt that goes with that. But now I just get to just travel for fun.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
That's wonderful. So when I talk about you and girl power, there are a lot of young women, but other women, I mean, you can start a business at any age. Mm-hmm. What advice would you give to women thinking about starting a business?
I would say just have a plan. Just sit down and make sure that you build a plan for where you're going, what is it that you want to do, what are your strengths, what are you really good at, and what are you not good at. I wasn't very good on the financial side, on the accounting side. I have great team members that are amazing at it. And also just build a really good team around you. Build your banker. It's very important. Insurance agent, your bonding agent. For me in the construction business, that's one of my allies. So make sure that you have your accountant and tax person. That's a very important. So make sure that you have a really good team around you that is giving you really solid advice.
That's great. Mm-hmm. So, Inez, I've heard time and time again that you are the best Paducah Bank ambassador. So what is it you love about Paducah Bank?
I love this bank. Some of my best friends work for this bank, first of all. Of course, love them. Great women work for this bank. I I remember, I'll tell you a story because I think this is what really sums up why I love Paducah Bank so much. When I started my business, I sat down with Sarah Dallas. Sarah was sort of new to her position. She really didn't know anything or not much about my business. Definitely she didn't know anything about military work, federal work. And I remember that first meeting that we had, she kept writing all these notes. I threw at her so many acronyms that you would be, your mind just goes. And by our next meeting, she had done so much homework and she had learned so much. And she's been one of my big supporters. And every time I need any help, she's really been pushing my company up. Like she's happy to see me succeed. And I think that's what you want, in your team, like I said before. So since I've been with the bank, since I started the company, our very first year, we had a $12 million year in revenue. And throughout these years, we are at the year almost 7 since I started the company, and we have now gone to almost $30 million a year. Our bonding has increased from $15 million to $55 million in this last year, and that always because of the help that I get from the bank too, because Sarah has always been such a good supporter, knowing where I'm going. She knows the direction I'm going, and she's always helping to get me there.
Well, banking is a choice, so we're proud that you chose us. And we're proud of Inez. And we're proud of the people like you in our community that not only are making a difference in your industry, but also volunteering and make a difference. And you do that every day. So thank you, Inez.
No, thank you. I
Wow
appreciate
Maker
it.
right here.